Coming to you live from the center of Hollywood, California. What were you thinking? With Aaron and Scott. Real talk behind closed doors. It's not just about stupidity, but everything else that comes with it. High octane, energy driven, in your face. Get ready. It's Aaron and Scott.
Oh, what were you thinking? The show, what I love about this show, Scott, is that we explain all the dumb shit that people do.
Yeah, I love this
We explain
mic.
it.
I love the mic. Watch it. I'm going to let it go right now.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to hold right here. Tony, what do you think? You're in control of this place. Look at this. It's like it needs some Viagra.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Yours doing the same
Viagra.
thing. Find your toes. You'll find your mic.
One hung low. I like.
Mine's doing well. Staying up. Stiff.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
So Bob's not here today.
Bob's sick.
He's sick.
We have Tony,
God,
who sounds like a cartoon character.
That's right.
Oh, my God.
God,
Everybody's
everybody's
been sick.
Everybody's been dying.
I'm like, well, I wouldn't go that far. Have they died?
You feel like you're dying.
Oh, this one's rough.
Oh, you were out. I was out.
I'm still out.
Everyone I've talked to has
It's been
been
Halloween. I was a fairy godmother
God.
for Halloween, and then ever since then, I was just like fucked. Anyway, I like your watch.
Thank you.
It looks like a clock. Look at the size of that thing.
Well, it is.
God,
It's a grandfather clock.
There's nothing different between that and that thing on the wall I'm looking at
No.
over there. But that's very nice.
Thank you.
And the whole Eminem
Just if
thing
my-
is looking good too. Huh?
Do you like that?
Like I'm sitting here with Eminem.
If I just couldn't be any more blonde, I needed to go
Yeah.
platinum.
It's all good.
Looks
Fabulous.
nice. I like it.
Yeah.
Okay,
So if
it's-
Slim Shady does another video, I might partake in that.
Who's that? Slim Shady. I know that name.
Eminem?
Oh, that's him? Oh, yeah, that's
It's
his
a-
song.
AKA.
Yeah,
Didn't he
AKA.
say he sang a song called The Slim Shady?
Yeah.
Yeah, that I do remember. Actually, I do like Eminem. I like Eminem a lot. So
Yeah.
I feel very good sitting almost next to him.
He's the only black
know.
guy that's white.
I know.
Yeah.
So what up, Emmy?
What up? It's good to be back in the studio, I'll tell you that.
Here we are.
Yeah.
Everybody's getting
Stretching.
over their illness.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't have anybody to visit us today.
No, we don't.
So I'm stuck,
But we do
I'm
have.
stuck with these
well,
two.
We have. Isn't
You're
that
so
wonderful?
lucky.
Yeah.
It's all good.
I know.
It's all good.
We have
Two
Dee
blonde.
Wallace coming soon.
Yes.
She's coming in.
Dee Wallace, for those of you who don't know who she is, I don't know who wouldn't, but anyway, Dee Wallace,
Google her.
Google her. The mother on E.T.
Yeah. Cujo.
Like I said before, the biggest movie of all time. She played the mother on E.T. She's beautiful. She's blonde. She's a great actress.
She's been in over 800, 900 movies.
Yeah. She's beautiful.
And she's from Kansas.
She's beautiful.
And she's from Kansas. She's sassy.
I love her.
Yeah.
I love her. I've always loved Dee Wallace, so
Yeah.
I can't say enough nice things.
So she's going to be coming in, and we're going to pick her brain, and we're going to
Find out what's
flower.
new.
We're going to shower her with flowers and wine, and
Yes,
we're going to treat her like a princess, a queen,
exactly.
as she is.
I would like to be treated like a queen.
That would be interesting.
I'm kidding.
Treating
what's
you
new?
Like what's new?
Yeah, what's new? What's going on? Do we have any good celebrity news? I like celebrity news.
Celebrity news.
Because everybody can relate to them because we all know who the celebrities are. Pick one we know.
Well, we've got
Pick one we all know and don't like. That's even better.
Transformers, right?
Transformers.
4 is coming out next year.
Yeah.
So we've got someone from Transformers coming on
Oh, that's
on
cool.
the show. Yeah. February.
February.
Stay tuned.
Beautiful.
Right around the corner.
It's a car part.
It's a car part.
But yeah,
It's a right
but
fender.
it's time. But it's time.
We
gets
got a right
closer.
fender coming in.
Yeah.
Good thing is he changes into an elbow. It's
Could
like-
it be Megan Fox? I don't know.
You never know.
Never know.
How do you like that? Everything's better with blue bonnet on it. Today's retro.
You know what I
commercial
love about
day.
Scott? He just comes up with the craziest shit right off. I mean, but it works.
Hey, that's how it goes.
Yeah.
It's crazy retro commercial day. I wonder if anybody even remembers that commercial. Does anyone even
I don't
remember
know.
that
I
commercial?
think that was before my time.
You know what?
And I just had a birthday,
the
so
best one. Happy birthday, Grandpa.
you.
The best thing is, the what was the one with the lady who got pissed off and said it's not nice to fool Mother Nature.
It was Mother Nature.
Right. She was like a Suzanne Plachette type lady. Remember her? She'd say, it was a beautiful day. Birds are singing. Butterflies are, wiggling around. And something happens and she gets mad. And then the thunder comes in. And she says, it's not nice to fool Mother Nature.
Yeah.
Imperial margarine.
That's what it is.
That was it.
You're a nut.
See how it goes?
Oh, that's why I like you.
Well, what is your favorite retro commercial, Aaron?
Where's the beef?
That was funny.
Yeah, I
Mine
laughed.
mine is more retro, though.
Where's the beef?
That was like 1982.
Yeah,
Clara. Her name was Clara.
yeah, that was good.
Clara.
Pretty good to remember that.
Yeah. But is that as retro as you get? I mean, really? I'm just teasing. You did a fine job.
Thank you. That wasn't
Tony,
bad.
do you have a retro commercial that you like and have
So
in mind?
old I can't remember.
Oh my God, I don't remember that one. You were saying no? Just kidding. No. Well, God, it would be nice if you could at least think of one. I like retro commercials. I think they're pretty cool.
The Jolly Green Giant. Remember that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ho ho ho.
Oh,
Green
Green
Giant.
Giant.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one too.
I do like the Nabisco, the little elves, Keebler elves.
That's like early '80s that started, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember those. They
Yeah.
bored me.
Well, they had a cute little song. I don't know how it went, but it was good. So
Charlie Tuna. Remember those? Charlie Tuna. What did he say? That voice would come on and say, "Sorry, Charlie.
Sorry, Charlie.
Go fuck yourself." He didn't say that. But you remember that?
That would have been fun.
Sorry, Charlie. And then what was the next line? Something comes in a can. I don't know.
I don't remember that.
Sorry, Charlie.
I always like the Wrigley commercials,
Wrigley
or Double Mint, the Double Mint commercials.
How'd those go?
Double Mint something.
Double Mint.
Double Mint.
Double your pleasure,
Mint,
double your
Mint
fun.
gum.
Double your pleasure, double your fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's retro.
That is.
Yeah.
Another exciting one from this side of the room.
Oh.
There's 2-0 right there.
Think Oscar Mayer. Oscar Mayer.
I love his wieners.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Right when I thought Bob wasn't with us today. My
Well, he is
baloney
doing
has
it-
a first name.
well, Tony
it's
is-
OSCAR.
Yeah.
My baloney has a second name. It's MIYER. And then just curious.
Wouldn't it have been bad if he was dyslexic and he couldn't spell it?
Right.
My baloney has a first name. It's AB2QY. He's picking his nose, trying to catch a fly. You're like, look, Bill. We'll call him Bill for the sake of argument. Bill, take 492. Just. And then everybody gets excited, right? When he finally gets it right and he says, my baloney has a first name. It's OSCAR. They're like, oh, my God. My baloney has a second name. It's third on the triangle. Y2KR. And you're like, let's just get a new actor.
We'll just go with the first part.
What a moron. And then there was McDonald's. 2 all beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun.
Was that Burger King?
No.
Now, you remember,
What was Burger King?
aren't you hungry for Burger King now? That was the little jingle.
Yeah. Burger King had a
Yeah.
few jingles.
They did.
Actually, I think some of the funniest commercials, believe it or not, have been Little Caesars Pizza.
Pizza, pizza.
Pizza, pizza. Do you remember the one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember him, but I don't remember how
Do
funny
you
they were.
do you remember the one with the older? It was an older black lady and an older white lady, and they both got their little purses on, and they're both looking at this big huge truck that just goes over this little pickup truck, monster truck. It's, and it goes by and then it shows the old ladies, and the old white lady looks up and she goes, "Geez, no." The black lady goes, "God, that was big." Okay. And then a huge truck comes, even bigger than the other one, and takes it all down. And the old white lady goes, "Oh, geez, that's much bigger." And then he goes, "Little Caesars Pizza,
I don't remember
2 for 1.
that.
You
Pizza,
don't remember?
pizza.
Yeah, it was good. They're funny commercials.
Scott sits home all day and he watches retro commercials.
You must love YouTube.
But he doesn't know any. Well, you do know some current stuff, but you are good with the old. I will say that.
Well, Name a funny commercial now.
The Geico commercials. The guy who sits in
That stupid lizard that whines.
well, not the lizard, but there's a guy. Which commercial is it where the guy sits in a classroom with the kids?
Okay, that's funny. That's
You know what I'm
cute.
talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is this special? Because whatever. It's for
Yeah.
kids and
Right.
the man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all right.
What about the ones with like Betty White and they tackle her and then they said
Snickers.
Oh,
Snickers? Yeah,
That was good.
that was
Yeah.
pretty good.
But you have a 100-year-old woman in there. She's retro.
True.
So there you go.
That's
Betty
beyond
White,
retro.
by the way.
That's beyond
Awesome.
retro.
Awesome. And she's not 100. I think she's 94 or something like that.
Yeah.
So anyway, I was just kidding when I said we were going to talk about retro commercials. I just
Wait,
happened to bring it
as
up.
we're
You know,
sitting there talking
I'll tell
about
you
it.
what. As they pop into my head, I will.
That's fine.
I'll bring.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. I
You
love
can
when
just-
somebody just
Just a
takes
can
care of my
just-
sentence for me. It's all good. It's all good. I've had a headache for 33 fucking days.
Yeah,
I can deal with it.
We're connected at the hip.
So what's the latest
So,
in the news?
well, this is interesting. Remember, it might have been a month ago. Remember I was telling you about the couple that went through a drive-through and they thought they had got their food, right?
Yeah.
They drove off, bags of cash that they
Yeah.
found later down the road.
They turned it in.
Was that?
right?
I think it was a Taco Bell or Taco Time.
something like that.
Yeah, it happened again.
What?
Yeah, but with McDonald's in Tennessee, couple drives through, exactly the same scenario, but different restaurant because it was not McDonald's. It was, I think it was Taco Time, Taco Bell, in plastic bags as if it was a drug deal, and just in the bag, they handed in the cash. I think there is something going on.
Wait a minute.
start
You
going
mean somebody drives through the dark? I'll have a Big Mac. They get to the window.
Yes.
They hand them cash.
Hand them cash.
Accidentally, or you could tell it's cash.
I'm just, they just.
Is it in a
they
brown
wrap-
bag?
It's in a
white bag?
It's in a McDonald's bag.
Here you go.
Yeah, here's
Like
your,
it's a
here's-
burger.
Here's your burger.
How much cash?
They said thousands. They didn't count it. It was thousands.
A lot of fat people.
So they drive off and they come back and like, oh, thank you for bringing this back. But I'm just, God,
Bringing us.
Who's doing that?
I don't know, but I need to start eating fast food.
Or ordering. I'll just order.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me a Big Mac and a bag of cash. You get to the window, they're like, "Oh, you thought you were funny." Hand you a bag, it's cash. You know what I mean? My God.
But I just, this happened a second time. There's something going on. I don't know.
First of all, you
There's
don't put your cash, I wouldn't think, if I was the
In a
McDonald's
Mc-
CEO,
in- it's
in a
a-
McDonald's
No, you
food
don't.
bag. And second of all, it
Saran-
shouldn't make it to the outgoing window. It's for the the armored car guys.
Saran wrap. They're wrapping this cash up in saran wrap.
It's supposed to be in the
It's-
office. The guys come in from the armored car business with their guns and
Yes.
everything. They
Right.
come into the office, they take it, and they leave. It doesn't
Yeah.
go out the window to,
Right.
Either that or they're hiring very stupid people that just don't know that it's cash.
well,
on.
I won't go anywhere with that, but I mean, okay. It is McDonald's. Maybe somebody made a mistake. I thought he said fry. How'd you give him $100,000? I confused it with the small fries. Small fries. And you know they're not, here's the best part.
Yeah.
They're not $100 bills. Do you know how much money weighs? I know how much money weighs. It's really interesting. You have, let's just say, $50,000 in $100 bills. It's going to be very light. But $50,000 in like 5s and 10s and 1s,
Yeah.
it's going to be fucking lugging.
Yeah. it
And
is.
a big bag is like, whoa, that's quite a burger. Hold on, here you go. It's
You must
slushy,
have
too.
gotten the super size.
Yeah. And then you hand it to them, and they're like, can you imagine? Is your order right? And he's like, oh, my God. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on, here's a tip. Hey, I didn't get it. And somebody dumb would go, hey, that's not a hamburger. Where's my, that's cash. I ordered that. And you're like, you hit your guy. You're like, shut
Where's
up.
my sauce?
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, where's some ketchup?
We'll go around the block. We'll split the money. We'll come back, order a burger, and then you just shut up and buy your new mobile home.
That's right.
Jesus. Anyway,
Lord.
so very interesting.
I thought so.
I thought so too.
So let's take some news around the world and we'll talk about the stupidity of what's going on.
Any celebrity news?
No.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah.
Gee, much bigger.
Let's go to Japan on this news story.
Japanese.
Yeah, in Tokyo. So this woman, over a 6-month period, calls 911 15,000 times.
Really?
Yeah,
In Japan?
in Tokyo. Yes.
Do they have the same rules as we have about 911?
Well,
they get a little tired after like the third prank call.
They basically they kept showing up at her door. And I'm reading the story like why what was the reason? What was the emergency? It really didn't say, other than she was kind of not all there mentally. They just think she was just lonely. But I guess, I don't know, if somebody calls 911 and is requiring some sort of come out to my place, I guess you have to.
I think you do.
Yeah. But 15.
The first 15,000
But she calls
times.
15,000 times.
Well,
over
they have a
6-month
rule
period.
over there. I've looked into this, actually. You're probably wondering why. Another story. But their law is in Japan, Tokyo especially, at the 15,000 first call, they press charges against the person.
But okay, so the 15,000 calls that she made.
She's very clear. It's 15,001
Yeah.
where you run into a problem.
It was 15,000.
The Japanese authorities
the
will show up at the door
And
in
the Japanese
Tokyo.
authorities showed up 60 times before they arrested her. Only had to be 60. And the 15,000. I mean,
Wait a
I
minute.
was going to say,
Hold on.
Did they bill her?
15,000 times.
They didn't show up 15,000 times.
They showed up 60 times.
Correct.
But, okay, was the first time they showed up the first call?
I don't know.
And then
Probably.
I'd be curious to know, at what point was this, how many, 60 times?
They showed up 60 times. Before
Was that
arresting
call?
her.
Was that call 15,000
Over a 6-month period.
And the 60th visit, 60th. You see what I'm saying? Was it the 15,000th call? She said, "Hi, I've fallen, break hip," and then they said, "You know what? This is the 60th time we're going out there."
I like that. I fall and break hip.
I was trying to make it sound. I'm
Well, yeah,
not
yeah,
being
like-
racist.
I know, of course.
I'm not being racist. I'm just joking
Yeah,
around.
why are you talking like that?
You know what I mean?
I know.
It's like our commercial.
Well,
where
yeah.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
Yeah.
Maureen, would you like us to send the authorities? Just go to my neighbor's house, Julie. I'm sure she'll come and get me. But Julie just called 10 minutes ago, ma'am. She fell too.
Well, so this woman was charged with fraudulent obstruction of police business, which carries a maximum penalty of up to 3 years in prison or a fine of 500,000 yen or $4,900.
Well, you know what? I think first of all, if she's going to prison, the first thing she's going to be curious about is, does she have a phone in her room? We know she needs that.
A free phone call.
Do I get a phone call a day? You know,
And she
still
calls
calls
911
them.
from
She
inside.
said, "Hi, how are you? I'm in a new place."
You come to sell, visit me.
How old was this lady?
It didn't say.
Why don't they put in
I
the
don't know.
information that
It's
they
just-
know I'm going to ask? I
because-
want to know how old she is. I want to know what's wrong with her.
Oh, you know what?
44.
She's 44.
That's a little. That's a
you're
little.
right.
I thought you were going to say she was
Well,
like 80.
actually, she made
90,
okay.
100,
Well, okay. Reading on here, it says
112.
she made as many as 927 emergency calls in one day. 927.
Is this a fake
Couldn't you
news
imagine
story?
that? Couldn't you imagine the people answering the phone like, "Would you quit calling you little
It's like,
bitch?"
hello, it's me.
Wait a minute.
Hello.
Is this a
Hello?
real story?
Yeah.
Where'd you get this?
Yeah.
I don't understand how that would be acceptable. First of all, how do you make
Well-
900 calls in a day?
This is Tokyo. It's not the U.S.
What are they, quicker? You know what I mean?
They're very fast people, and they're very fast stalkers.
I mean, to make 10 calls in a I don't know. Okay, well, fabulous story.
Yeah,
Next.
I thought so. It only gets better. So we're going to go from Tokyo now to Amsterdam. And Amsterdam now has a deal for alcoholics. That's right. Instead of getting cash, they get paid in beer. So all those homeless.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So Amsterdam, these people are now basically cleaning up litter, crap off the street, and they get paid in beer. These are usually homeless people that are alcoholics. So the city is rewarding them with more alcohol.
Fabulous. They're the ones who have basically pot's legal, hash is
Yeah,
legal.
they have it, yeah,
Cocaine's okay
Right.
even, right?
Yeah,
I
I don't
hear-
think there are. You can pretty much do whatever you can.
Yeah, what is
I mean,
the limit
yeah.
over there?
I think prostitution is illegal.
No, it's
No,
legal.
it's legal.
No, I said it's legal.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, once you're that
Oh,
high,
they have-
you got to go out and
Oh,
get
they
laid.
have, what's that one famous street there?
Fuck way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds like a
Boobies are
Chinese
that one
restaurant.
store
Yeah, it's
next
cross
to
streets. The
yeah.
worst part is Boner Boulevard, where it meets. It's
well,
like terrible.
and boobies are us.
That's the store.
That's the store where everyone likes to go. Boobies are us, as they're standing
my
live
God.
mannequins in the front of the mirror or the window.
I went to Toys R Us over the weekend. I have to tell you this is really interesting. They were having a big sale. I guess it was Black Friday, right?
Oh, yeah.
So I went in there with my brother. I had to get my nephew something and another nephew something. So you know how they have their check stands. Let's say there's 10 check stands, right? Usually 10 lines.
Yeah.
Well, I guess they decided that today they were going to have one line lead up to all 10. They had the line going through, zigzagging through the aisles of the store. And I said to the guy, is this the line? He said, oh, yeah, it starts back there. So I go back. I'm like, where's the line? I finally said to he said, oh, it's over in the little girls department. You have to go weave through. It was an hour in line weaving through this
And what did you
place.
buy?
What did I get? I got gift cards. But you had to...
Yeah.
See, I'm very sensitive to smart-ass comments. So when he says to me, oh, it's good. But when he says to me, and what did you buy? And I go, I got gift cards. And he goes, okay.
I was thinking like I don't know, big wheel or, those, I don't know, little monster trucks that you get in the kids section. Scott driving up in a little monster truck.
I like
Out of the way.
They had those.
Yeah, I know they do.
They had a
I
Barbie
wanted one
one,
as a
too.
kid. I never got one.
You didn't get the Barbie
No,
one either?
I didn't get the
I
Barbie
would have
one.
settled for the Barbie one.
I
They were
would've
so
too.
cool, the little gas pedal and everything.
can't.
Figure you paint it blue.
Yeah.
It's pink, right? It was.
I had the green monster
I'm sure you did. And there are pills for that.
twice a year.
No, it was pretty bad, though.
Yes.
I don't know what brought that up. I was trying to think of another commercial, maybe something for a slip and slide.
Oh.
Those were always cool. Till the
Yeah.
kids slid into trees and broke their necks, and they did away with them for a while. They're back, though. Did you notice that?
The slip and slides?
That's interesting. Slip and slides were like the big thing back in the day.
Yeah.
Way back in the day. Kids were sliding and slipping and doing all that shit they do with these things. And then all of a sudden they went off the market. And from what I was told, kids were sliding into trees and killing
probably.
themselves.
Probably in the streets.
That's
and
terrible.
Yeah.
Kids. I
Killing-
mean, I love
killing
kids.
the lawns and
Okay,
grass.
well, who gives a fuck about the lawns? It's your little 9-year-old goes hurling into an oak tree, and then suddenly he's dead, or he can't move.
Right.
Anyway, they did away with them. Then all of a sudden, I don't know, 5, 10, 12 years goes by.
I think they put bumper pads on that.
No, they didn't. They're just back again. What do they think? We're different now?
Yes.
We moved the trees? We heard you move the trees. I mean, maybe they have like a disclaimer that
They probably
didn't
do.
have before.
Yeah.
If you die doing this or get paralyzed, we're not responsible. Well, anybody knows.
Well, you have to sign a waiver before purchasing it.
He acts as though he's been to Toys R Us 10 times in the last week, got 10 of these things.
I have several nephews.
You have
nieces.
to sign a waiver. You're telling me you have to sign a waiver before you buy it.
Well, I'm assuming. It makes sense if they bring it back. It's the only way of protecting themselves.
Such a fun toy, too.
Yeah.
Hurling yourself over the dirty lawn.
Oh, yeah.
We decided when we were kids how to do it free. You want to hear this? This is the best part. They were only like $8.99. Anyway, we would go to one kid's house whose parents were either drinkers or they weren't home a lot, spray the hell out of the lawn, just start sliding on it. After about 20, 30 slides, the lawn's worn down in one direction, and you're going and you're going.
That
So
sounds amazing.
It was free.
All right. When we come back, we're going to talk about the America's strangest museums that they have. And I'll tell you, you're not going to believe what kind of museums they have out there. I'm going to tell you all about them.
Ready? On my 3. 1, 2,
3.
3.
It's Aaron and Scott. What were you thinking? Thursday night, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. What if you heard something but did nothing? What if the music you loved was gone forever?
Check this out.
A truly intense and tightly wound app, optimized with stunning retina graphics and crystal clear electronic audio. DJ Dubstep Kit. Built specifically for dubstep enthusiasts and DJs everywhere. 5 stars rave DJs around the world. Create your own dubstep music for commercial use today. Visit dubstepkit.com. Mansion Fitness, the only place where you need to train. We've selected only the best fitness trainers to ensure you reach your personal fitness goals quickly and safely. This is the real deal in personal training, not some random trainer giving you a haphazard workout on the fly. We feel strongly about what we do and we wouldn't put our brand on anything less. Visit us at mansionfitness.com and create a new you today. That's mansionfitness.com. No membership required. From the darkness below, an intense and thrilling game by the creators of Appcode Source, bringing the ultimate Gangnam game directly to your devices. Gangnam Speedrunner, now available on your app store. Get ready to run. This app is rated G for Gangnam. Visit GangnamSpeedrunner.com. Networking. What Were You Thinking with Aaron and Scott? The show that gets to the core of all the bull. Thursday night, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. In a world where developers compete to promote their apps, in a time where advertising is key to your success and profit on any app store, create stunning app demo videos with the voice heard around the world. Make your app stand out among the rest. For commercial use on websites, trailers, YouTube, and more. Some restrictions may apply. Visit appcodesource.com and order your custom voiceover today. You know, we here at the studio are really athletic guys, and as a result, we're always pulling this, overstretching that. You know how it goes. You get hurt from time to time, or you just sleep wrong and wake up with some sort of ache or pain. But no matter what the situation is, we choose who we consider to be one of the best chiropractors in L.A., Dr. Chet Millett. Headaches, backaches, neck aches. He's the guy we trust with our pain. Dr. Millett is located at Body Structure in Hollywood, California on Cole Street across from Gold's Gym. Seriously, we know this guy. He's got the experience and expertise, and he cares. That's Dr. Chet Millett. Give him a call at 323-469-8062 or look him up on the web at bodystructurela.com, or you can find him on Yelp. Dr. Chet Millett. He's the guy we trust with our pain. Hey, check it out. I was going to say, I wonder what time it is. Oh, it's over there. It's on his wrist.
You're such an idiot.
It's a goddamn big watch. Thing looked like it was opening his mouth. Holy chew.
Yes.
How do you get all that on one wrist?
Well, it's not that big.
Not really. I mean, yeah, it looks like it's a shoulder.
When someone asks me what time it is, I just pick up my,
He kind of goes like this. Hold on. He's got a small child down there. He's going,
Oh, my
help.
Yeah, my wrist hurts. Got to switch.
Nobody does it like Sarah Lee.
Nobody does it like Sarah Lee.
Question. Is it nobody does it like?
Yes.
Nobody does it like Sarah Lee, or nobody doesn't like Sarah Lee? Is it nobody does it like Sarah Lee, or nobody doesn't like Sarah Lee?
The first one.
You would think there have been stranger things.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's another retro. Nobody does it like Sarah Lee. I think it's nobody does it like. I mean, I understand doesn't like. Nobody doesn't like. You can't have a double negative. But I've seen screwier things in commercials.
I'm composed.
When it's a popular jingle, they don't give a shit if it's like incorrectly grammar. You know, I mean, they don't really, do they?
Probably not.
Half the population is
Midwest, no.
stupid. And they're going to buy it anyway. And that's all they care about.
That looks
And I'm
good,
not
baby.
talking to our listeners. We're all smart here.
Yeah.
Pete, what a butthole. See what I mean? See what I put up with?
No, I'm just.
Fancy clock over here. This guy is
I'm laughing at you. I'm laughing at
okay,
this next
in all
story.
seriousness.
Yeah.
What's next?
No, I'm just laughing because this next story, it's
It's about a museum.
well, it's
said.
America's Strangest Museums.
What is that about?
Well, next time you're bored and you want to go somewhere and do something interesting, you know, kids are saying, you know, you want to get the kids out of the house, you want to take them somewhere exciting, you can take them to the wonderful Museum of Pez dispensers. That's right. There is a huge museum in Burlingame here in California that you can go to. And, yeah, it's the Museum of Pez memorabilia. Every Pez dispenser you could think of that has been on the market. You can go and see your favorite Pez dispenser.
Does this cost?
Of course it does.
How much?
I don't know. It doesn't say.
Take a guess. Just guess.
Probably $5,
It's not worth it.
$10.
That's so stupid.
All right, kids. Helen, we're going to the Pez.
It's basically
Museum.
everything that's ever been made, they turn into Pez,
Yeah.
right?
Well, the guy, the owner, his name is Gary Doss, and he's been collecting for 20 years.
Why wouldn't his name be Gary Pez? I think that makes more sense.
You would think he would. Wouldn't you just change your name?
Better yet, Pez.
Yeah, Pez.
What's your first name? Pez. Second name? Pez.
It's only $3 to get in.
Really?
I was off by 2.
That's a good guess, though, Aaron.
was.
Really, it is.
Yeah.
I was going to say 15 just because everything's overpriced these days, and Mr. Pez needs to make a profit.
It does say a top 50 American roadside attractions by time.com.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I question that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So the Pez dispensary.
Yes. And
Are you allowed to sample?
I don't know. I think it's just the dispensers. I'm sure they have little.
I'm sure
They'd have to have little knickknacks, a little parting gift.
Do you guys
There's
remember?
there's a guy at the end, and you just hold out your hand. And he just throws a couple of little Pez.
click, 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 click.
right to
They kind of cough out of their throat like they do. Do you guys remember
Some of those are very
7-Eleven?
expensive. They're worth value.
Yeah,
I'm sure they have gold ones.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you talking about just the ones that are rare?
You know what?
Those are going to be the retro ones.
I do have a package of the Star Wars Pez dispensers.
Is it still wrapped?
It's still wrapped in the box.
And you're worth money.
And I have it. Yeah.
Very cool. Spend a quarter, and suddenly, so many years later, it's worth $800 or something.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. What's next? Next museum.
Well, the next museum you can go to Devil's Rope Barbed Wire Museum in McLean, Texas. Yeah, it's all about barbed wire. All the different types of barbed wire. Barbed wire galore.
Wow. How much does it cost to get in here?
What is it, Tony?
I'm looking it up.
We want to tell our friends that are listening.
Right.
So far, we've
Okay.
told them about Pez dispensaries and
well,
barbed wire
Not
museum.
a great website, by the way.
It's not. It's a barbed wire museum. What do you expect?
We're going all the way back to the 1880s of the different types of barbed wire.
I feel like we have an interesting travel show right now. It's almost like it's wrong. Okay, let's go to the next one.
The National Museum of Funeral History in Houston. Yeah,
Really?
the whole the history of funerals, and
Do they have samples?
they have caskets and corpses. And,
They have corpses.
yeah, that are petrified. There's actually
What do they do? Sign a little thing?
No,
I don't want to be revived, and when I
they probably
am,
donated.
and when I'm not,
they probably donated their body.
I want to be at the House of Morgue over there on. Where are
House
they?
of Pie, it's House of Morgue.
Where are they?
in Houston.
In Houston.
Yeah.
And I want to be displaying the velvet cushioned oak deal. Okay, next.
What?
What? Hopefully there's next.
So so I'm reading here. So they have the caskets outside of Michael Jackson, Elvis, and Marilyn Monroe.
They have the caskets?
Well, it said caskets here. Yeah, that they perhaps maybe not the one, but one that they maybe laid.
Wait a
in.
minute.
It
Wait
just-
a minute. Hold on.
Yeah.
Okay, Marilyn Monroe, I believe, is buried in Westwood. There's a more.
They have a funeral memorabilia from celebrities including Michael Jackson, Elvis.
Isn't he in his casket? And he's over here in
Maybe it's a replica.
Goodwill or whatever.
I think it's just a
Not
memorabilia.
Goodwill. Where's that place? Forest Lawn. Sounded jiffy.
Forest
either
Lawn.
way. Anyway. Yeah, well, they can't have him there if he's there.
Well, he probably had two caskets.
Oh, my God. And to him?
Yeah,
The
probably.
replica.
There's something wrong.
They
Marilyn
probably-
Monroe
you know what
is
they
over
did?
here in Westwood.
Listen-
Joe DiMaggio used to go there. My grandparents used to see
when
him
you
there.
go and you buy a car,
Yeah.
you might sit in 2 or 3 different kind of cars. I think Michael Jackson probably laid in 3 or 4 different types of caskets. As his family said, "Nah, you just look in that one. Let's put in another one." So they probably took a used one that he probably laid in, and the museum now has it.
Here's
they can
another thing.
officially say that Michael Jackson laid in this casket.
Here's another thing. I do believe that Marilyn Monroe was cremated. That's another thing. Okay, this is very questionable, very screwy, but the whole thing is, I think they get you in there and they put you in something and bury you.
Buried alive.
What else is next?
This is good. This is Layla's Hair Museum in Missouri. That's right. They have wreaths and all sorts of stuff from made from live human hair.
Wreath.
Yeah,
A
like
wreath
a
from-
wreath. Yeah.
Yeah, I know what a wreath
Yeah,
is.
but she was a retired hairdresser, so she took all this hair from all these years,
That's gross.
and
Off the floor?
off
like?
the floor. Yeah, but there's actually more than 2,000 pieces of human hair jewelry, all right, dating back to the 18th century.
I just looked at
This
the
is
picture.
isn't that great? It's just all human hair.
That's wonderful.
They have one pair of wreath feature strands from 2 sisters whose heads were shaved upon entering a convent. So, and they also have notable personalities, including Michael Jackson, Queen Victoria,
Again, him.
and 4 presidents. Michael Jackson's everywhere. God, caskets and hair,
You
and
got him buried in 2 places. Now they got his hair in a wreath somewhere. You think he actually went somewhere and said, "Here, have mine"?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, what's next?
This
I'm waiting for something that really catches my attention here.
Well, you'll
Retro
like.
commercial.
Well, there's a Bigfoot Discovery Museum
That's got to be stupid.
in Felton, California. It's got like imprints and probably Sasquatch hair, maybe from Michael Jackson.
Maybe they could. Maybe these things should combine. Like maybe get the Sasquatch hair and make a gigantic wreath and have his footprint at the same museum.
Yeah, you could have a yeah.
Oh my God! Any celebrity news?
No.
That's too bad. Okay, so next.
What is this not exciting you?
No, it's totally
Let me
cool.
ask you this.
Can't wait to get a read.
Okay, now out of all of these museums, Scott, which one would you go and visit?
I wouldn't visit any of those stupid museums. Would you, Tony? They don't sound fun at all.
if you had
Sure,
to,
the Layla's hair, maybe.
Layla's hair.
No, it's gross. I wouldn't want to go. No.
You walk in and you walk out with a hairball in your throat.
And you don't know who it is.
It only gets better. They have a museum of bad art.
Well, that could be a lot of them. Eyes of the beholder, that thing, Yeah, I see something, I'm like, what is that? It's a mess. It's like a fortune. You don't know what that is? You ever done that? You ever walk into one of those places, a museum, and there's paintings on the wall.
And people would say that's bad art.
You just walk, no, you walk in and you're thinking to yourself, God, that's ugly. You're like, in your mind.
Well, apparently.
And then somebody comes in, up with a very well-dressed person comes up and says, do you like this? And they sound exquisite the way they speak. And you're like, you're thinking, God, it's uglier than sin. And you're looking at it, you go, oh yeah. And they're like, this is from the 17th century, and it's worth $587 zillion.
So the Museum of Bad Art.
You feel real stupid.
This is in Massachusetts. This is how they describe it. They said it's so bad, it's good. Meaning artistic creations that would never see the light of day anywhere.
See, I seem to think
And
that's
they proudly
most of them.
display it in the Museum of Bad Arts. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see what they have there.
You know what would be interesting? Somebody who knows art. It's obviously not going to be me, but somebody who knows art who would show you something that's really just beautiful and worth a fortune, and something that's just, I don't know, your neighbor's kid threw together with his little paint set, and compare the two and see how many of them. There's very little difference.
I was in Brazil, Rio, once, and they took me to a modern art. I hate modern art, but we walked into this room and it was full. I'm serious. It was huge, full of globes, like these globes that you spin for the world, and there was just stickers all over it. And I walk in, I'm just like, what? What? And the people are like, oh my God, this is amazing. I'm like, it's like it's globes. It's like stickers. It's just like what you got. I didn't understand it.
Yeah. I think you have to understand.
So I left.
Now, there's probably people out there listening to me going, oh, what an idiot. He obviously doesn't know good art. Well, you know what else I don't know good, obviously? Sometimes a bottle of wine that's worth a fortune is no better than something that's $10 to the taste. And it's just, I don't know. Hey, whatever.
I think I would see this next one. But this is the International Banana Museum in Mecca, California.
Really?
Yeah.
Gets better.
It definitely does. You can see over 18,000 items of bananabilia. Bananabilia. Clocks.
You ought to like that.
Pillows.
Is that a banana in your
Is that a banana in your pocket? Yeah.
Clocks, a clock, banana clock.
And they serve banana smoothies there. Ooh. That sounds good. I might go there just for the banana smoothie. Doesn't that sound really good right now?
really good.
Well, yeah. I mean, if it's like something else a little bit, just solid bananas a little bit.
Right,
but they're guaranteeing that you will
Really?
walk in with a smile on your face. By the time you leave, you'll have a smile on your face.
You're like, I can't believe I just paid to come in.
That's fabulous.
Yeah. Where's that again?
In Mecca.
It's in Mecca, California.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Well, that's we're going to have to do a road trip, Scott.
Yeah, to the
And
banana factory.
That's right.
We'll hit the Pez dispensary. Maybe
First.
if we're down in Houston, we can check out the caskets. And then we're going to go to Missouri to see Miss Lucille's hair lock.
And Michael Jackson.
And he's part of him there, too, apparently. That's wonderful. What else? Any good kind of... Actually, there is a museum that just opened in Chatsworth, I heard, about all the memorabilia of the San Fernando Valley. Did you hear about that? That's actually... And this is a real cool place.
Yeah.
Not like... Well, these are cool, but
I think it has
anyway.
Michael Jackson's
These are really
toenail.
cool.
Yeah, yeah. It's Michael Jackson's there.
This is
Some lady's hair too. No, but they focus on things like the Bob's Big Boy restaurant, the restaurant chain where they used to be, different drive-in theaters, bowling alleys. There's celebrities that lived in different places. It's actually supposed to be.
I mean, how
really,
do we know
really
this is
cool.
Michael Jackson's hair? I mean, what if it's just like
First of
some
all, we
publicity?
don't.
It could be from a dog. And
I
they're like,
suppose
oh,
somebody could take it and do a little DNA sample.
I'm sure they could. Yeah.
Could you find anything on him though? He was kind of a lot going on with him.
A
Yeah.
lot of it's not really him.
Yeah, I know.
I know. I don't even think his hair was real.
No, let's not be mean.
It was a wig.
I
I thought it was sewn in.
Oh my God.
That's why, yeah.
You know, their respect for the dead comes to mind.
What a great guy.
Oh, don't try now. Get a listen to
I
him.
love Michael
What a
Jackson.
great guy. No, here it comes now. The guilt worked.
No.
Oh, of course. Go ahead.
No, because I know, the Michael Jackson
Yeah.
lovers are listening like, God, this guy's just picking on poor Michael with his hair and caskets and all whatnot. I have a lot of respect for the guy. We're talking the king of pop. That's right.
Or the queen. Whatever.
I'm sure he
way you
had,
go.
and I'm sure he had his own Pez dispenser, Michael Jackson.
Oh, I'm sure
I'm
he
sure
had
he
a collection of
You
Pez
could go a lot of
dispensers.
places with that.
I'm sure you know Pez, Mr. Pez up there in
Yeah.
Burlingame.
Yeah.
I'm sure he got all his Pez dispensers from the Michael Jackson collection. Well, it looks like Mikey won't need them anymore.
No, Mikey took it from all the kids. And
Yeah.
I'll take
We
that,
had them for
Jimmy.
the kids, for
He-
the children to
yes,
come.
He did.
You know, that's all I want to say on this. Anyway. No.
Did you ever see
I
that?
do. For the record, I
God,
do.
did you ever see that? I'm sorry, the South Park episode with Michael Jackson.
Yes, I did.
Just go on YouTube, type in South Park Michael Jackson.
Michael
It's-
Jackson and Tom Cruise was.
That was a good one, too.
Yeah, that was. Weren't they very close too? Weren't they in the same show mentioned?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I
But
thought there was
but Michael's
something.
face was like falling apart. His nose is falling off.
Yes. Tom Cruise was
Turned
in the
into-
closet, out of the closet, in the closet, out of the closet.
Yes.
That was all these jokes.
Yeah.
Anyway, for the record, I do like Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
What's next?
What's
no
next?
sighing. We're not done.
Oh, I know we're not done.
Come on.
I take a deep breath after that one.
It was
So-
rough. It was rough. It was definitely
No, we're
rough.
gonna get. So here are some tips. Are we taking a break or are we good?
No, we're good.
We're good.
This is so many
everybody-
museums to go.
Now,
mean,
I
come
don't
on.
have this issue because I keep my house nice and clean. But for all you people out there who don't keep your house tidy and you're going to have a party or have guests come over, there's tips on how to fake a clean house in 45 minutes or less. Does that make any sense?
Of course it does.
You're going to fake clean your house.
Yeah.
All right. You ready for this?
Sure.
I think it actually makes it worse because I think by the time you're done, it's going to require more work cleaning up after how much you have to do. But they're saying, so if you have guests coming over, anything that's shiny, polish it, clean it. Sink,
Right.
yeah, your faucet, polish it really,
Yeah.
bathroom. And then they're saying, if you have all your dishes in your sink, you don't have time to wash it.
Polish them.
No, you just throw it in the oven. That's what it says. If you don't have to use
Yeah.
the oven,
Well, I understand
you
what you're
just
saying.
take all those dirty dishes, throw them in
Totally.
the oven. Bada bing, bada boom.
Boom. Totally.
Yeah.
Next, what up?
Well,
TV? Do something with that?
No, they want to make sure that all the remotes are actually lined up in a row. It makes it look nice.
See?
Yeah, line up those remotes.
I know these things. And shine them.
They say the most important thing is basically your kitchen, bedrooms. At least make the bed. Don't worry about sheets or whatnot. Just throw it. Make it look tidy. Makes it look
Okay.
clean, presentable. It makes you look like you're not a slob.
The bathroom?
And your bathroom, they say get your the mat that's on the floor.
Yeah.
Shake it off into the tub, and just close the shower curtain. If you have stuff in the bathroom, you have time, just throw it in the tub. Close the shower curtain.
And that's it in the bathroom?
That's it in the bathroom. Yeah, it's all about making it tidy. Just don't have anybody.
Make sure you flush too. Yeah.
Make sure you
Nothing like
I was
walking.
just waiting.
do a
Somebody comes in.
like,
Aunt Louise is there. She, oh, you have a lovely place. She goes and you hear a horrifying scream from the bathroom. Did Charlie flush?
That's right. Take your cushions from your couch.
Flip
and
them?
flip them. That lint roller, when you got that, your cat or your dog,
Yeah.
just roll it up down the that chair. So when someone sits down, they're not going to sit up with a rug on the back of their back.
Wow.
Yeah. And
And what else?
so they're saying take your laundry basket and any unnecessary crap that you have, you just throw it in there. Again, and they kept bringing up the tub, just throwing everything in the tub
There's a lot of room.
or in the oven.
A lot of room.
Yeah,
There's a lot of room to put a lot of crap.
yeah, that's it.
Do you have any more retro commercials you'd like to talk about?
I like the Twizzler one.
What is that?
Twizzler, as you know, the Twizzlers. Oh, I
Isn't
got
that
it.
thing those
You
girls
know
are
what?
doing on the corners?
Butterworth.
Okay, I'm gonna get. Okay, I got it.
That's
I got
right.
it. This is the ultimate retro commercial. I'm just gonna hum it. I'm gonna see if you can guess it.
All right.
Here we go. Dun 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 dun.
Heard it through the
Dun,
grapevine.
dun, dun, right? And what commercial was that?
There's been a lot of commercials that's been
Welch's
on.
Grape Beer.
No, I was thinking the California Raisin brand.
Yeah, but that commercial,
That
song's been on a lot
big.
of commercials.
That was a big commercial. Remember that? The little
Yep.
California
California
Raisins.
Raisins.
They
Yep.
came all
And they were
live.
dancing
and they
in a
had
row.
The,
They were
had
in
the,
a line,
They
right?
had the clay animated, like the Rudolph animated commercial of the guy watching TV, and all of a sudden he's sitting there, and all of a sudden the raisins come alive, and they start dancing right in front of his
Yeah.
TV. Love it.
Oh, that's a good one too. What year? That was in the 90s, right?
No,
Wasn't?
that was 80s.
Oh.
What is considered retro now?
I think retro. The older, the more retro. But I mean, retro is like generally they say, what is it, 20 years, 30 years, something like that. For a car to be classic, it has to be 36 years old, I believe.
Oh my God, we're ancient.
Oh yeah, we're all worth money now. Yeah, we're all worth money. We're like coins.
That's true.
But yeah, you're right. It was 80s. I just can't remember any of those other ones. It's too bad. It made for nice talk. So what else? Do you have any news on celebrities?
Well, other than Mr. Paul Walker.
Oh, geez. There's
And-
nothing funny to be said about that.
No, I'm not saying
That's
funny.
terrible.
It's-
No, I know. No, I know
It's devastating. It's shocking because here's a guy who raced cars in movies, and then to die in the kind of the same fashion is just
Somebody said the guy who was driving him, was actually a race car driver.
professional. Yeah.
We have a call.
You ready? You want to take it?
Sure.
You sure?
Sure.
All right, here we go.
Hey, Mom.
Hello.
Hi, I'm just wondering if anybody remembers this Slinky commercial.
The what? Slinky?
The
Yeah.
Slinky.
Slinky, the one that,
It's
and it was put down the
yeah.
stairs.
wonderful for a boy and a girl. Or it walks upstairs. It walks the.
Yes. They actually
Yeah.
had quite
All
a
right.
few of those. Beautiful.
Cool.
Thank you.
All right.
We remember
You're very
now.
welcome.
Thank you. If you think of another one, let us know. Aaron's hard pressed.
She hung up.
That was cool.
That was-
Slinky.
yeah.
And Slinky actually, they went through the decades. Remember it would come down the stairs?
Yes.
Yeah, you know?
But then they went with the neon. They had to they had to, lighten it up.
Yeah.
They had to reinvent the Slinky.
Slinkies. Those were cool. Come on. Think of another one. You're on a roll, Raisin Boy. How about you? Can you think of anything?
Oh my God.
Come on. Think about when you were a kid. What grabbed your attention?
Marlboro Man.
How do you like
No,
that?
I just thought
Speaking of
I
that,
actually
that's
like.
very
You know what I
interesting.
did like? Well,
it popped in on me.
Some of the okay,
Fruity Pebbles I actually liked.
Oh yeah.
the actually
great.
nobody.
Oh.
That's Tony the Tiger.
Yeah.
not Fruity Pebbles, baby. That's
yeah.
Frosted
Frosted
Flakes.
Flakes.
Actually, you know what? The cigarette commercials, they were pretty amazing. They used to be on YouTube. You could look them up. They stopped, I think, around 1974, 75. The last thing, actually, a retro commercial that I do remember was the one that would come on. It was like a what do they call that? Public service announcement,
Oh,
PSA.
PSA.
It would be in between commercials. All it would show was a heart. It was the Heart Association symbol. And it would come on and say, "We mind very much if you smoke."
Oh yeah.
That was it. That was all it would say. But the commercials they had, those cigarette commercials, where you can't even see them on. I think you might be able to see some on YouTube, but not all of them. They were
Now, when I was a kid, they had it on the billboards, and then the billboards went away.
billboards went away.
They-
The TV went away first.
Yep.
But some of the most interesting commercials, like psychological, how they pulled you in. And Salem comes to mind. Marlboro comes to mind. Winston. How about Winston? Fred and Barney sitting on the side of the house smoking, and
That's
Wilma
right.
and Betty inside going, "Where are those boys?" "Oh, every once in a while, Barney, I like to enjoy. No, that would be Barney. Fred. Every once in a while, I like
fact,
to
they even
enjoy a
had-
Winston.
Oh,
and
they
they're
had-
smoking
no,
Winstons.
they had doctors back in the day doing commercials.
That was the 50s.
Yeah.
4 out of 5 doctors agree that Marlboro has a smoother taste. It shows a guy with his lab coat and his stethoscope, and he's going like this, and he's going like this. This one really gets it. I think I'm going with it. No Winston for me. I'll go with Marlboro. Yeah, it was interesting. But yes, you're right. And billboards were allowed also around football stadium, any sporting event.
Yeah.
The cigarettes were there. Now they've gotten rid of those. You can only have alcohol and bad fast food. Makes a lot of fucking sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, we're going for
McDonald's is all around.
going for heart disease.
How about the best thing? The best thing is the Olympics. When McDonald's sponsors the Olympics,
Yeah.
before our Olympians go out there and weight train and
Big Mac.
run
They have a
and
Big Mac
swim.
and fries and a
yeah, they
shake.
have a nice GMO, fat-filled, crappy. You know that McDonald's puts sugar in everything?
Of course.
There's sugar in everything
Yes.
in McDonald's food.
Yeah.
I heard the lettuce is even soaked in sugar water. They put water in the sugar to sweeten it. But everything has even their salt probably has it. Is there enough sugar in the salt before we,
Well, they put sugar in the ice cubes.
Yeah, it's amazing. But then they did away with that, and cigarette ads are only allowed in magazines now, I believe. But anyway, it's okay to have fast food. Oh, what did I just hear? The worldwide population, 1.5 billion obese people on this earth right now. Wow. Heart disease, diabetes, #1 killers now. It's taken over.
Yeah.
How much time do we have?
You have like 30 seconds.
Wow, so much to do. We were getting on such a high note too. So let's talk about more devastating
I believe
stuff.
next week we have.
The bikini chef.
I think we have the bikini chef coming on. Yes, next
She
week.
comes on, and Aaron gets in his
I
underwear.
get in my underwear. It's the only time I wear my underwear is when the bikini chef comes on, and it's all about promoting and it's showing that I live what I teach. And
It's good.
if you eat healthy, cook in your underwear. That's right.
That's cool.
Look good, feel good, eat good.
Just don't fry in your underwear.
Just don't fry in your underwear.
Fry in your underwear.
No grease popping.
No grease popping.